Iron Gate, the home of Bamber Bridge. Founded in 1974, but very nearly no more in October of 2009 after racking up debts of over £50,000. At the time, the club were attracting crowds of only 100 people, but somehow, weeks later, the bill had been settled. Terry Gammons has been chairman of the club since 2006, and he explained how the club managed to pay off such a huge bill in such a short time.
People got together and helped, and that's happened twice when I've been here. And I remember when we were really down. One January we were absolutely desperate on there, and I phoned up people that had boards around the ground and just said we were in trouble. Can you help us out and do that? And I raised 27,000 that day. And that was sort of like probably a highlight when people just said, they said, what is it for? I said, it's to help us out. And they went, well, yeah, we're in. And I thought, crikey, I've never, and it was bringing up some tough people in business that, were going through a bit of a tough economical time themselves, and yet they're still dug in deep and helped us out.
The club is mainly run by volunteers who spend countless hours working here every week of the season, day and night. One of these volunteers is George Halliwell. Halliwell has been involved with the club for 30 years, undertaking a number of roles, and he's confident that the club is heading in the right direction.
I don't think the club is like, in the doldrums like it was about 3 or 4 seasons ago. I think we're very, very close to going out of existence, and for the grace of God and the help of people throwing money in, we've survived. So hopefully we'll just go from strength to strength now. It all stems from this guy here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Dennis Allen, God bless him, he died on the 24th of June 2011. He was, I would say, he was my inspiration really, and he's sadly missed, Dennis. He used to be the chairman and he was president when he died. I always said if it ever became a chore, I'd pack up, but it's come very, very close these last 3 or 4 seasons.
Away from running the football club, there are also volunteers who work in the kitchen. May Saul has worked at the club for 10 years, and it holds a special place in her heart.
Well, it's a long tale. I lost my husband who supported Bamber Bridge, so I just come into it to help the club because it was his club, is what he likes, so I carry on just working for nothing to help the club. Love it, absolutely love it. Anybody who wants to come can come, but they won't get paid. They've got to come voluntary.
This is my freebie, this, for doing thingy.
One happy customer is John Thompson, who has worked at the club for 27 years in a variety of roles.
Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I love doing it. And it all started through a bloke who wanted to go for a pint at a bar. And he went, he never come back, so I've been selling him ever since. That's how it started. I've had some fun. I haven't let people in when I've been on turnstile. Moisey, Preston North End, I didn't let him in. He says, do you know who I am? I says, yeah, I know who you are. I said, but you can still pay. And he says, I'm not paid. I said, well, if I come to Preston North End, will I have to pay? He said, yeah. I said, well, that's not, you pay here then.
The main stand at Iron Gate was named after the club's first ever manager, Jerry Lawson. Modest Jerry now works in the kitchen and had to be coaxed out of there the day the stand was named in his honour.
Craig Brown was manager at North End at that time. I was in here and daughter came across and said you wanted it to stand. I said, we're busy, I said, I'm not coming. Anyway, or something like this. So I went and there's Craig Brown. Oh, we were playing North End Reserves. And there's Craig Brown, manager, ex-Scotland manager, North End manager, presented me with his plaque for the Jerry Lawson stand. He didn't tell me, I didn't know anything about it. And as he gave it me, he cut his finger on it and there was blood all over.
The club has enjoyed a good year both on and off the pitch, with the team set for a top half finish. But it's a far cry from the glory days of the mid-90s when the club were on the cusp of the conference. Current board member Phil Entwistle was assistant manager then, and he remembers the time fondly.
We beat Morecambe 2-1 at Deepdale in front of 2,500. That was probably the best occasion ever. But after that season we walked straight into the Premier Division and won the league at the first attempt. We're the first team ever to go straight into the Premier Division and win the league. At the end of the season, unfortunately, the team was good enough to go into the conference, but the ground hadn't been as renovated, and we didn't have a stand. So unfortunately at that time the team was progressing a bit more than the facilities. Between 94 and 95 and 95 and 96, those two seasons, it's probably is and will always be the best Bamber Bridge side that's ever been ever played here at Irongate. Everybody who lived within 15 miles of Bamber Bridge. I couldn't do any other team. My heart's in Bamber Bridge, and it always will be. I'm a Bamber Bridge lad through and through.
Another Bamber Bridge lad is local musician and season ticket holder Paul Kenny.
It's part of me now. We keep coming. I feel like I've got to keep coming. Even though my mum says, oh, you don't have to go, you know. I said, no, I've got to go, Mum. I've got to support the boys. When I came here, I thought I could get used to coming here. It's nice and friendly. Everyone's welcoming, and there's a good clubhouse, and I have a few pints after the end of the game. And sometimes, if I'm lucky, I bring the ukulele down and play for players.
Bamber Bridge Football Club mightn't have much money, but there are enough people involved with the club to overcome any obstacles that come their way and ensure that their club will survive, come what may.
3 little words: good night, good luck, and God bless. And hope Brig win on Tuesday at Salford. What the Brig? See you at Salford. I'm not going for it.